Howdy ho, neighborinos. We're here today for the second and final week that we will be taking over for our good pal Cowpat, as he is overseas either saving the world or probably just getting drunk on a ship somewhere. Who knows? It's not a boat though, don't call it a boat. But this week we are going up again. The person we were supposed to play dropped or whatever. I think it was supposed to be Henry, but they dropped, and our good pal Komala, the King Komala, rather, took over the team and kind of made a bunch of like FAs and whatnot, and just made this team so incredibly bonkers that it is very, very hard to prep for. However, we got a fish and a Rilla, so I'm not too worried about it. But I didn't even get a picture of the team, but it's Darmanitan Galar, Jirachi, Latios, Mega Gardevoir, Terrakion, Buzzwole, Milotic, Magmortar, Morgrem, Cutiefly, and Quilladin, which is just stacked, dude. It's a very, very top-heavy draft, but they have more than 6 top-heavy mons. So is that really top-heavy? Usually top-heavy is like, oh, they got 3 real big pointers, and then it's a bunch of... No, dude, this is like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 threats? That's more than one team's worth. You don't even need the bottom shit. You can just pick, and you won't even know which one they're bringing, you know? But I did mention there is a Milotic on the team, and there is also a Quilladin on the team. However, Quilladin, however the fuck you say it. I don't know. Does it have like a flying carpet? Is it Quilladin? You know? A whole new world. But those are the only fish, quote-unquote, resists. If Milotic wants to be a resist, it has to be Flame Orb, it has to be faster than fish, and it has to not switch in before it's burned, which means it is not a switch in until it's burned. I know that's what I just said, and I just said it again, but just to emphasize the fact that it is not a switch in until it is burned, just think about it like that. You know, I guess Morgrem could potentially set up some screens, and then it could be a switch in, but... Lottie is a huge threat just because the team kind of relies on, as you guys know, you've seen some fish Rilla things, the team really relies on getting up webs. So, having Lottie that doesn't give a fuck about them and can just, you know, set up a calm mind and start just destroying things, or even just like be specs, you know. But a lot of threats, there's, like I said, there's 2 potential fish answers, and they both are decent. Quilladin is 2-hit KO'd if rocks are up because I am Choice Band Strong Jaw Fishy Boy Rend. You love to see it. Crunch, Outrage, Psychic Fangs are the other coverage moves. I'll never click them, but just in case I do need to, then we can if we absolutely need to. I figured Psychic Fangs would be nice just in case they do end up doing the Morgrem screens thing. Then obviously we can't break the screens versus that, but at least we can break them in general at some point. Fishiest Ren, dude, just kind of claims one. Obviously Lottie can always revenge, Darmanitan can always revenge depending on, and even like a Scarfrachi can always revenge, but all the top heavy mons don't really like dealing with this. It's just the Milotic and the Quilladin that can potentially switch in, and like I said, if rocks are up, Quilladin is not a switch in. I've said that Pokemon's name 47 times now, and I'm not even sure if I'm saying it right, and I'm sure there's someone who's just angrily typing in the comments section like, it's not like it's Aladdin. I don't know. Next we have Grassy Seed, Rillaboom, Swords Dance, Acrobatics, Grassy Glide, and Knockoff. This shit goes in, dude. So this is the late game win con. I think I'm going to use Fish to break, and I'm going to use Rillaboom to sweep in the end game or clean up, whatever you want to call it. If I can get 40% off on the Lottie, that boy is going to die to a +2 terrain boosted Grassy Glide. Jirachi, I have Knockoff. If they are Scarf, I will need to do about the same amount of damage, if I'm not mistaken. If it's Scarf, just offensive or whatever, you know, I'll need to get about 50% of damage off on that, which we can do with hazards and chipping things down, momentum, you know the whole big deal. But if it's not Scarf, we will be faster than it with the sticky webs, and we can go for a knockoff and just blow it the fuck back if it's not Culver, you know? So we need to scout its item, but other than that, this thing goes in, dude. This thing absolutely goes in. Darm can fucking be 100% health, and it ain't taking +2 Grassy Glide. So, the 2 bulky psychics there, Jirachi and... I don't know why I just almost said Garachi like it's fucking angry at me. Jirachi and Latios can potentially take them, but nothing else on the team does, except for that Buzzwole, who can take a Grassy Glide, but that boy cannot take a fucking no-item defense-boosted acrobatics, you know? So this thing absolutely goes in. Quilladin obviously is also not going to want to take the good old-fashioned acrobatics, and we can actually SD in front of that thing if we need to. So then we got Expert Belt, Nasty Plot, Psychic, Shadow Ball, Energy Ball, Azelf. This thing is just here to help pick stuff off. It's not really that important on the team. It has a good speed tier. It outspeeds everything that isn't Choice Scarf, or as long as they don't have webs up. So I'm hoping I can just get some damage off on stuff. I need, like I said, I need that Jirachi to be about 50%. I need Lottie to be at about 60%. Any chip on Buzzwole will be nice, because if I'm not able to get to +2, it would be nice to have that thing in range of just regular old acrobatics once my item's gone. So getting chip on everything with this boy right here is looking really, really nice. My instinct every time is to just focus sash, lead, and explode, but I was like, oh, man, it's just, they got like a Jirachi, and I don't really wanna, so we're not gonna do that. But it is a little bit rough bringing this, just because Scarf Darm U-turn is gonna blow me the fuck back anyways, Next we have Scarf Shandy here. I love Lamp with Shadow Ball, Memento, Flamethrower, and Taunt. This Pokemon's Dual Stab is so fucking good in this matchup. Milotic is the only thing that really wants to deal with it, and that thing I can taunt if I predict it on the switch in. That way, even if it hopefully we can get it chipped with Fish. I can taunt it on the switch in. That way it's not able to recover. It's potentially taking, burn chip every turn. And we can go into either, Buddy or Ocean or whatever. And be able to chip it down even further, put it in range of whatever else on the team, dude. I just got off work, guys. I'm sorry if this seems like just low energy. I'm fucking trying here, okay? I haven't had caffeine all day. Get off me. I don't know why I said that like I'm in New York or some shit. I don't know, man. Leave me alone. But yeah, this thing's really good. If I can, and it's not even like, it can clean up late game if I'm able to weaken everything and put everything in range of one of the two stabs. However, a bunch of the stuff on his team dies to one and completely doesn't care about the other. Like I can click Shadow Ball versus Jirachi, but then, Morgulman gonna give a fuck about a Shadow Ball. Fucking Quilladin can have bulletproof, so it definitely doesn't care. And then I can click Fire Move versus, Jirachi or Quilladin or whatever, but then Terrakion doesn't care and kind of gets a kill. Same with my luck, gets a flip turn, gets a recover, whatever. Memento is my main source of setting up this game, though. I'm hoping I can click Memento versus anything not named Darmanitan, so that way I am able to get the +2 on Rilla in the late game and clean up and just win. We'll see, though. But you guys know I love some fucking meme. So then we got Ocean here, who is just max fucking Spadef. Just as much Spadef as you can have without running Assault Vest. You know what I mean? Sticky Web, Roost, Volt Switch, Bug Buzz. Pretty solid coverage versus his team. It just, like, I don't even really need to do anything with this. It's just there to sponge hits from Lottie, potentially second, Special Jirachi. I don't think I eat 2 from Mega Gardevoir, but if I can eat 1 and Volt out, that's cool. I just really, and webs aren't even the most important depending on what they bring, but I would like to have them up if I can, Last but not least, we got Quagmire here, the Rocky Helmet, fucking Sturdy Gigalith, Stealth Rock, Throat Chop, Body Press, and Toxic. This thing bulky as hell. It just does not die. And I know he has 2 fighting types, but I'm still bringing it, dude. This is the one thing we can switch into Darm, so that way even if he is going to be going for U-turns and getting momentum, he will be punished for that. I can try to get up rocks, which will, like I said, again, punish the Darm, punish Magmortar if it comes in a different... words are tough, and it isn't burned. Just getting a little bit of chip on everything, super nice. Breaking potential sashes, yada yada yada, you know the deal. And then Toxic for a Milotic, if that does decide to come, for Quilladin, for everything, dude. Buzzwole, if it's defensive, anybody can get it. It's like Typo Blood, dude, anybody can get it. So, that's going to be the team. Like I said, we're going to try to break with Vish, with Buddy, with Shandy, and then try to clean with Rill in the late game. Let's get into the battle. So here we are. And you can see they bring Quilladin. I'm done saying it, dude. They brought Knot, Chestnut, Chest, emphasis on the Knot, Darm, Lottie, Terrakion, Buzzwole, and good old-fashioned Jirachi. So we do see the double fighting core come. We see the double psychic core come, So we got 2 things weak to Shadow Ball, 2 things weak to Fire Move. Quilladin is immune, potentially if they are bulletproof. Could be immune to the Shadow Ball, but I didn't expect no melodic. Kind of honestly, like I kind of figured that would be the move over Quilladin over Chestnut, not Chestnut. And man, fuck this Pokemon. I hate saying his stupid name, but I'm just going to lead off with our good old-fashioned Azelf. We aren't Sash lead, but whatever. I'm gonna switch out because if he's Scarfed, and he actually switches out next, revealing that he isn't Scarfed, which I assume means they are banded. We all get up our rocks, so we're just having a fucking good old-fashioned rock party. I'm gonna go for the body press, get a little bit of chip, and then next turn I'm going for the rock slide. I'm going for the toxic. Getting this boy toxic is really nice. Any chip on that is super cool for good old-fashioned Rillaboom, you know? So we're helmet. They're taking chip. I'm just kind of... I wanted to click that a couple times to make them go for the Drain Punch. If they leech life, Azelf just dies, so that's not fun. They do go for the Drain Punch. We take a little chunk. But now I can kill this with Psychic. But I'm figuring, since Darm wasn't Scarf, that this was going to... that Jirachi would be Scarf and be the switch in here, so I go for Shadow Ball to catch it. That does not happen, and they go for Fell Stinger. You love to see it. Fell Stinger plus Beast Boost, dude. Do you have enough boosts? So, we are Spadef fucking Vikavolt, and that's all the chip we need right there on good old-fashioned Jirachi. Why do I keep saying good old-fashioned? But we can just Volt Switch and go out into Shandy. We will take rocks, which is unfortunate, but we can throw off either of our two stabs here, and it just depends. But since I'm going for, like, I'd rather let in this than let in Terrakion, so... I'm going to switch out. We're going to take a Toxic, which is fair. But now I can get up Webs. I thought Webs was obvious, so I didn't think I was going to get a free turn there. I was sure they were going to go into something else like Terrakion, but oh well. So now I'm going to go for the Sticky Webs. Just get them up. And now I'm going to sack off my Gigalith just to get a little bit more helmet chip off on this thing. They do go for the Stone Edge. They hit a Stone Edge, then they miss a Stone Edge, as I'm going to get a huge body press off, dude. They miss another Stone Edge, and I kill it with Body Press. Holy shit, what a couple of turns, dude. So, very, very unfortunate that they missed 2 Stone Edges in a row. I found out after the battle they were not choiced in any way. So, they didn't have to click Rock Move there. They just risked it twice, which I thought was a little bit iffy. I guess they really didn't want to take more helmet chip, or they didn't want to lower their defenses with like close combat or whatever. But in my head, I was like, they don't know I'm the Grassy Seed set. I'm like a one-time use Rillaboom, you know? So I was like, no matter what happens, this is always, even if they don't lower their defenses, they're always revenged by Rillaboom anyways. So I was just like, kind of sacking this to get helmet chip, and that didn't happen, but instead it just dies. So that's, dude, the only thing better than helmet chip is dying, you know? So they're going to DD in our face, but we got Throat Chop, which does 63%. Gigalith putting in massive, massive amounts of work for no reason. Lottie goes down, which is hilarious, because they were Life Orb. Now, they only have 2 Pokemon left, and I am Choice Scarf Shandy. I can just click fucking Flamethrower, and that boy will die. Darm comes in. We saw that it was banded earlier. I actually didn't notice until after the battle that it was not Choice Scarf, but that thing dies as well. So Chandelure putting in so much work this game. It killed Jirachi earlier. Now it just cleaned up with the last 2 kills. I didn't even, dude, Dracovish and Rillaboom, the 2 main components of this team. Dracovish and Rillaboom, the main components of this team, didn't even hit the field, which is absolutely insane. I just didn't ever get the opportunity to bring them in, you know? So we take those. Pat, if you're watching this, you're fucking welcome, buddy. Enjoy your diff. You know, you could have had 2 forfeit losses when you went to C, but instead, your boy came through and got you some dubs and some diff. And I told Pat I was going to get a bunch of fishy boy kills, but that's not what happened. But I think, you know, I think it's fair to just get 2 dubs instead, you know. Also, we were watching, we were in a front office chat, like, dicking around and whatnot. So, Q, Mario, fucking Seth, and JV, we were all in here chilling, talking shit. So, it was a fun time. That's good. Like I said, though, that is the end of my run in UPA Showdown. I'm gonna leave while I'm at 100% win rate, you know what I mean? 2-0 plus fucking, 7, I think? It's pretty cool. But, it was just fun getting to use Vishrill again. Vish Rilla again, man. It's just such a fun pairing to use, especially when you slap Azelf and Vikavolt in there. It's basically my exact same team, but Nat decks, you know? He had, like, you know, Mega Chomp and, like, Shandy and Gigalith and whatnot, so instead of, like, my Rotom Heat, my little baby Hippo, yeah, he had that kind of stuff. So it was a fun game, man. It was a really fun game. It was nice to be back in here playing a little bit of Showdown. I know I have certain people that watch these and are just much bigger fans of Showdown than they are Wi-Fi battles, but man, I spent too much fucking money on Elgatos and Switches and too much time invested in LAN servers and all this bullshit to go back now. So I do like some Showdown. To have some Showdown is a nice break every now and then, but I think I do prefer Wi-Fi even if I'm bad at it. And by bad, I mean lucky and bad, you know? So yeah, that's gonna do it for me. I'm gonna quit rambling before I fucking make this video any longer than it needs to be. So like, subscribe, do all that bullshit. I already said it if I'm not mistaken, but GG's to our opponent, the King Kamala. He's a homie, so definitely definitely a solid battle getting to play them. So like, subscribe, do all that bullshit, and I will see you guys next time. Bye forever.